the old Deutsch 5206 tractor. It's a bit low on diesel at the moment. It's old air-cooled jobby. Battery goes in the front here. The battery on it's died, so it's going to need a new battery. It won't hold a charge. But what I'll do is I'll chuck it back on. I'm just going to undo the earths, do them back up again, just get all that sort of stuff sorted out so it's nice and neat and happening. And then the owner can come down and muck around with it, maybe bring a new battery or whatever. But she's an old jigger. I think this thing's over 50 years old, and it's worked on this farm for, I'm pretty sure, about 20 of those years. So, yeah, not a bad old thing. All it does nowadays is just slash. Anyway, he certainly puts it through its paces and gives it a good run. When he's finished with it this time, I'm gonna get him to lift the slasher up so I can get under it, and I'll get onto the blades with the grinder and just get a bit of an edge on them, so they'll cut through some of this stuff a little bit easier, because it looks like it's more ripping it than cutting, which much better if you can get a nice good clean cut on it. But there's a lot of rock in this land too. Anyway, I'm going to leave you to it. I'm going to get back and do what I've got to do. You don't want to listen to me yabbering on. Oh, there's a dam through the bush there too, another dam. Alright, back at what you were doing. So, got the battery in. I just got to get another block and just make that nice and tight in there for it, so it'll stay in there when the battery case comes down. I might even grab an hockey strap and wrap around it. I've got one in the back spare there. That's the big air cooler fan there. Earth runs around the back to the other side there on the back of that. I'm going to undo that and redo it and everything. Those wires that I was taping up, I think one's for the horn, there's one for something else, I'm not quite sure. I'll probably pull the air cleaner out and just check that, make sure it's nice and clean and ready to go. Give this a bit of a clean up in here, make sure it's all the contacts and everything are clean. And the battery's not going to hold a charge, so I might have to throw my jumper on it. But yeah, we'll give her a kick over soon and see how she goes. She's a pretty basic old tractor, this one. Anyway, back to what you were doing. Part 2 coming up. Well, it's going to be back from the car. Bear's out there keeping a good eye on things. Looking out across the dam here, I'm pretty sure there's wallabies down through that forest there. And it's certainly got his attention, whatever it is. He's looking pretty good. Anyway, back to the battery. So, I can't quite get that gap. I don't know why. Maybe it was just flapping around, or maybe again this was laying down flat rather than up, because it's a little bit longer than it is wider. I'll try that first, but I'm also going to whack. This is old bits of thong that I had, heavy duty thong, and I made a rubber spacer for the handbrake lever out of this stuff. It wears well, so what I'll do is I'll jam some of that rubber in between, and that'll give the battery a little bit of cushioning as well, from the side at least. And yeah, I'll whack that hockey strap on. Anyway, we'll play. Righto, now just to do the earth. I don't know whether you can see that. I can't bloody see it myself. There it is. Just give it a bit of a tweak up. Man should wear gloves really. So yeah, just can make that, give it a little rattle around, rub and a scrub. Smart bloke would have brought down his wet and dry paper and his lanolin protectant spray, but of course smart bloke didn't drive all the way down here, did he? Some other bloke, his alter ego, did that. Drove down here and decided, let's get this done, yeehaw! Jumped in through a screwdriver set that I haven't had to use, and my spanners in the back, and that was about it. Anyway, we'll see how this goes. Make sure she's all chucked up in gear. There's a neutral there. There's a neutral there. Right, that's all out of gear. Now, we got a key down here. We got a turny key. A turny key and a pushy starty. Righto, and a throttly waddly. Throttle there. Key and a starter. Alright, I don't know where I can sit you blokes. Well, folks, hang on a second. Let me see if I get a crack. I don't know where that bloody thing's pointing, but let's see what happens. All the way across, we're going to go across to the one. For sure. Okay, well, there you go. That's a dead battery.